Documents required to apply for the Italian citizenship 2025. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's go into it in details. Now, what are the documents the Italian government expects you to have when you are expecting for when you are applying for your Italian citizenship 2025? A lot of us, we have been hearing rumor, is this, is that, but nobody has been able to show us or to clarify it for us properly. So in this video today, I'll be clarifying it for you properly, the documents you need to have before you can apply for the Italian citizenship. First on the list, we have the photocopy of passport. Your photocopy of your country's passport. You understand? So if you want to apply for it, you need to have make sure you have a validity document such as your passport, your identity card or residence permit. So the passport is one of the personal documents required for the Italian citizenship and the necessary document for foreigners. So long as you are a foreigner, you must have this first, which is very important, is the photocopy of your passport. Number two, we have photocopy of the identity card, which is the one we call Carta Identità. You need to have a photocopy of it when you are going to apply for the Italian citizenship. It's a must and it is very compulsory in the year 2025. So you have to present a photocopy of your identity card. Also, photocopy of the residence permit. Photocopy of the residence permit. Now, it said copy of the residence permit. This is the main document among the document of obtaining Italian citizenship for foreigners 2025. It identifies the regular stay of the foreigners who reside in Italy. You understand me? So that is, you have to have a photocopy of your residence permit, which is very important. So take note of that. On the phone is the original birth certificate. You need to present the original birth certificate. For those of us that are Nigerians, those of us that are Ghanaians, Gambia, Senegal, you need to make sure that you have your original copy of your birth certificate. He said, obtain a complete copy of the birth certificate translated into Italian. The birth certificate is a fundamental document for the application for Italian citizenship for foreigners. Identifies the applicant and certifies the personal details of the person born abroad, and therefore the birth certificate is certified in original format. So you must present the original copy of the birth certificate when you want to apply for your Italian citizenship, or you say Italian passport. And also, if we go down again, we'll see number 5, original criminal record certificate. This, to obtain it, you have to go to court. So you have to go to court to obtain this original criminal record certificate. You have to prove whether you have case in this country, if you have been to jail, if you have a pending case in court, or there is a case currently going on against you in court. So if there is none like that, in that case, you can easily be able to obtain it from the court in your locality. For those staying in Rome, those staying in Milan, in Torino, in Bergamo, all over Italy, all zones have their own magistrate court where you can go to obtain this document. Now, he said, among the documents for citizenship by marriage 2025, as for the request for Italian citizenship by residence, you will have to obtain a criminal record from your country of origin and from the country in which you have lived for a long period of time. Therefore, more than 6 months of residence. In Italian citizenship and document for foreign applicants, it is mandatory to present the criminal record certificate as it shows the lack of crimes in the country of origin, and in any case, on the date of request for the criminal record certificate for Italian citizenship. This will help them to identify, as I've stated before, it will help them to know if you have any criminal case in your country of origin or here in Italy, as the case may be. Also, we have, we go to number 6, as we scroll down, we go to number 6, and then we get to discover full marriage certificate or full copy. This is for those that are married. For those that are married, you have to present your marriage certificate, which the one you do in the commune, they issue you a marriage. A lot of persons, when they go to do marriage in commune, they will just take the certificate and they will throw it away. They will not keep it. So now you want to apply for passport, and you want to involving your wife and your children also. You have to present your document of legality, which is your full marriage certificate. The full act or full copy is a certified photocopy of the original act. This document contains all the information present on the civil registry page. If you are married or in a civil union with an Italian citizen, you will need to present a full copy of the marriage or civil union certificate. So for those that are marrying Italians, those that their wife are Italians, when you want to go to apply for this Italian cittadinanza, you need to have this with you. Also, he said residence certificate with residence history copy or self-certification. And we have to clarify, he said now, prove that you have resided permanently in Italy for the minimum period of time for the application for Italian citizenship 2024 as stated by law number 5 of 5th February 1992. You may be asked for a certificate of residence or other proof that demonstrates your continuous stay in Italy. So this is very important. For you to obtain this document, you go to your commune and you ask them for this certificate of residence. They will print it out for you and they will give it to you. For some persons that have maybe you have stayed in 1 or 2 commune, so you can go to your commune if they are able to print everything for you in your current state of residence or your current city of residence. Is good. But if not, you will have to visit your old commune where you reside before and ask them for this residence certificate. It's here to show your consistency, how long you have been in the country, and you have been here continuously without having any issue. So also number 7A, residence history. As stated, remember that he said the residence history among the documents for the application for Italian citizenship 2024 for Romanians or for foreigners in Italy identifies and describes all the regular residences had in the past in Italy or in a specific region in order to obtain a history of their residence, highlighting the completion of the 10-year cycle of residence for the application for Italian citizenship by residence or alternatively for the application for Italian citizenship by marriage. So now we all know the rules of the game before now, that before you can apply for this, you must have resided in Italy for minimum of 10 years. You must have been here, residing here for the 10 years continuously without having a break in your residence, or maybe you now have residence, you have residence for some time, and then you now lost it for about 3-4 years, and then you now have residence again. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a continuous residence that has been permanent for 10 years, and they will be able to verify. They'll be able to verify that document from your presentation of that certificate of residence. As we go further, family status certificate or copy of self-certification. Now, what is this family status? They are asking for self. In the application for Italian citizenship and the necessary documents, a certification is also required regarding the members of the family unit resident in Italy to identify the family members present in the unit and verify the actual possibility of being able to contribute to the income if the income for the Italian citizenship 25 is insufficient. Now, you have to present this. We all know this before. Stato di familiare. When you go to comune, you ask them, oh, look, I want to have my stato di familiare. They will print it out and give it to you. If you are married, you have children, if you show that, okay, this is the person who is living there together, everybody needs to be there with their codice physically. Do you understand me? So this is very, very important. And also again, to get this document, you have to go to the commune. So as we proceed further, let's come to number 9. And he said, in number 9, he said, cool model unico or model sette trenta. So those of us that know this word is cooled. We call it cooled. Now he said, He said, if you check with me a minute, please. Can we take this down, DOP, please? Okay, thank you very much. Now, depending on the applicant's employment status, the CU, UNICO, or stated tenantal forms must be submitted for income earned in the last 3 years. The minimum amount declared by the Ministry of the Interior are 8,263 euros for a single applicant and a starting base of 11,362 euros. If a foreign citizen married plus 516 euros for each dependent child. Okay, so this is a format for your code. Those of us that are working in Italy, we all know the requirement. We all know that every year you have to go to your CAF, your patronata, as the case may be. You have to do your declaration of your earnings for the past year, and then they will calculate it for you, and they will give you the code. As the case may be, your working place will give you the code, and then from the CAF you will obtain the settled rental from the CAF. So let's take note of that. Also, the last and not the least, before the very last one, certificate of knowledge. DOP, please. Certificate of knowledge of the Italian language at a level no lower than B1, issued by a public or equivalent school or by a certified body. So you see again, we all know before that for you to do your Carta Soggiorno or your Limitata, you have to have the language certificate, which is the ADUE. But now in this case, when it comes to the passport, as we all love to call it, so when we come to obtaining the Italian passport, you need to have this Italian language certificate, but not just the ADUE anymore, but the B1, so which you have to get from a legamis, so that you will not become the case of those guys that were arrested in, I think, Sardinia or Sicily for presentation of a false document to obtain sojourner. So let's be properly guided. So you have to get this certificate from, take note, you have to get it. It should be issued either by a public or an equivalent school or by a certified body that can be able to issue this certificate to you. So don't make the mistake. He said the foreign citizen who has been living legally in Italy for more than 5 years and intend to apply for a long-term EC residence permit, which is the Carta Soggiorno, you have to present it again. Just making reference there. And now for this honors, you have to pretend it again now. Must take and pass the Italian language knowledge test regulated by the decree of the Minister of the Interior of 4th of June. In any case, request for Italian citizenship by residence. So as we scroll down, requires taking the Italian language test level B1. Please come down a bit, my DOP. Please, thank you very much. B1, with the exception of those who have completed a course of study recognized by the Italian Ministry of Education. So, which means that if you don't have this B1, but you have studied any course before in Italy, that course is being recognized by the Ministry of Education, you can use that certificate as a presentation in case you have it. But if you don't have it, you need to obtain this B1. And also number 10, he said a copy of the payment of the contribution of 250 euro. Somebody will be saying, what is this money I have to pay? We are going to break it down for you. A payment of 250 euro must be made to the account number in the name of Ministero Interno DSCI Cittadinanza, with the reason Cittadinanza contributed the quelli allate 1 6012 legal 15 luglio 19, that is the act which it was introduced. Are you getting me? In any case, to pay the Italian citizenship tax for foreign citizens, it is possible to pay with the public system PagoPA. So you've heard it there. That is what the payment is all about. So you have to make that payment when you are applying for the Italian citizenship. This is for the year 2025. Some persons may have applied like last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, and all these things were not there. So, but for this year, 2025, you must make this payment to the Italian government. And also, we have stamp. We have the stamp, which are which we all know. If you are going to renew your document, you must put the stamp, which we all call bolo. You understand me? So mark that bolo. So we all know that one right from time. The 16 euro stamp. He said the revenue stamp is another element not to be forgotten when applying for Italian citizenship for foreigners 2024 and is document. So guys, that is for that. Those are the documents you need to have if you want to apply for the Italian citizenship 2025. You understand? So you must take note and you must properly follow this instruction. Now, for you to maybe there are some things maybe that you don't understand properly in this video, you can squarely go to your patronata or your CAF where you do your easy. You can meet them and tell them, look, I want to apply for Italian passport. So please, what are the things that are needed? They will easily write it out for you, and then you can go and make arrangement for it. So I wish you guys luck as we are applying for Italian passport this year. I wish you all luck and I wish you all big time success. I remain your one and only Charles. All right, man.